are beating everyone in the top like positions at the moment. He goes, it's not like winning every single game, but we are putting in good work. We're very confident with what we're able to achieve here, and I'm just excited to see what they can deliver. And well, straight off the bat, right, it's going to look good for 2G4L. They'll have the early pick there. That's down on C long. They've got 2 players over towards C. We're also going to see a wall thrown over towards the B site, which is just going to delay things a little bit further. Quite an early wall, but a strong start here at least. And a 1-for-1 trade will come out of this.
You're definitely starting it out well now. The thing is, still spread out and looking to take this nice and slow over on the attacking side. PartyParrots not actually showing the same face as we've seen from them in the group stages. By this point, they would have been on a bomb site out of bullets almost. But obviously, they got to come in here respecting their opponents. They might even know some of these guys from back in the COD days. You know, definitely names that would have circulated around across esport to esport as well. Moving in towards middle later on after taking a bit of a gander to see, and leaving a tripwire behind as well just in case they try to get flanked out. Dinks was insane yesterday. He might not have had like, 40 kills by the end of a game, but map control and frag-wise, he was incredible.
Well, they're trading out for now. Spike carrier's gone down as well. Angel did manage to spot out Jesmond, and Jesmond will go straight down. Headshot delivered there. We're in a 3v2, but it's low health and no Sage player up for the moment, which could be a problem here for our attacking side. The smokes are going to be deployed, though, which will delay Fake being able to push through this yet. He doesn't want to make the move in himself just yet. It's waiting on a timing for this one. Xiao's ready for it, but he's actually going to get smoked out himself, so he's expecting the push to come through, looks to play off the edge of it, and that's the smart thing to do in a situation like this. The smoke in front of him fades, he knows where he's placed his, going straight out for the battle, and Fake, he's able to land the shots, he's able to get the opening kill. Sind looking to come onto this into the B site. They're in a 2 versus 2, but Angel, he's landed headshots despite his HP. He goes down next to the ball. Sind, what a play. He predicts it, he pre-fires it, he gets the kill, and he clutches out the round. Very narrowly, but a huge clutch coming in there, and they'll
Playing
pick up
on the raise across the entire group stages was one that you definitely want to be afraid of. Those nades are never just thrown by the wayside.
I'm going to say, I noticed it when I was playing my games a couple of days ago, but I am really loving even just these small artist details of the player heads that are up the top. You a fan of that, Mitch? You liking the art style they've changed up with for the heads?
Yeah, I really like the little drawings that they've done.
Yeah.
It just feels much nicer. Less cartoonish in a way, but it brings a style to the game.
I'm a fan of it, and I'm also a shotgun kills. The Bucky comes out, and it delivers not 1, but 2. The headshot on the second as well. And, well, that's just what you like to do close range, right? Allow them to sneak through mid doors and say, come on, come into my little trap here. Shotguns on deck. Shotgun's picking up the opening kills. And, well, Artist, he tries to turn around. Don't think he's able to land the shot at all there. Everyone gets picked apart.
Success rate definitely not identical to before. I love that cam early on just to spot if they're holding it. It's especially useful for avoiding any operators that will be on the site holding those long-range angles. You'll at least know then there's an op there and know not to peek it.
Yeah, it's just getting rid of that initial risk. Very different style of play we're seeing here with the 2 towards C. We're even seeing an early push going if you look at towards the mini-map. So they've got one player get aggressive, one player stays defensive, and they're not looking to take too much of that mid control if you look at the mid door area. But what they do need to be careful of is that someone doesn't sneak through and sneak around the back of them. That could be problematic. No one on the B site at the moment is also going to be one of those things they need to be ever so careful of here, because if 3 are pushing down A, they're taking control, but this is what can happen. 1-for-1 trade is fine, but as soon as they realize, oh no, Angel, he's not going to allow that to happen again. He said, fool me once, but you will not fool me twice. And that means they can just walk nicely into this C site. Fake can't hold on. He's all alone. Angel's delivering their headshots. And they're going to take full control of the C site. It's a 2 versus 4. And once the guns are up in the PartyParrots' hands, well, now they're delivering.
As we expected, that aggression coming out, they late take C, catching the defenders off guard and leaving them into a spot where they realistically have to save. With only the weaker weapons in hands, though, they won't be too upset over on 2G4L. You got to realize that, when you're coming in with a couple Spectres and stuff like that, you're going to lose a lot of those duels. It's sort of played out as a bonus round, and they've got the money to invest into the next. You also may have noticed, Banks, that up the top there, when people die, obviously they've taken away you remember the character used to just disappear, but now
Yeah.
it
Now
stays
everyone's
with a
Phoenix.
cross through it. But yeah, everyone turns into Phoenix. So I guess they felt like he was a little underused, and they're trying to subliminally message you.
Just tell you he's here. He's
If
like,
you want to have an Omen instead for that map control, especially with the recent changes to his smokes. But Breach, there's just no substitute.
No, there certainly isn't. Cypher, Sage, Breach, all very viable, all very needed across team performances. But we're going to see straight away. Angel's going down early on here. The operator is in action. Xiao's going to go, oh no! That's not what you want. Xiao's like, okay, I'll get rid of the boom bot. And now just everyone's getting domed. They're all going one by one into these fights. There's no opportunity for refrags. Artist is going to try sneak through mid doors. Looking up towards window for now. Hoping someone might decide to poke their head out again. Good hold from Fake. Healing comes straight in though after the initial kill. But it's the operator getting so many kills on the board. Artist going to avoid it for now. Delivers another headshot. Great use of the slow.
No idea.
This isn't impossible. Oh, there we go.
Now that the ults come into play, this is where things can definitely get scary.
Ooh, sneaky little Cypher camera position there, hidden away as well. So you can start to see him as they come down long. It's not giving him like complete vision to have a good idea of everything that's going on. But considering you already have two on the A site anyway, having the extra camera position there doesn't need to be as aggressive as what we normally see. And you got to remember, right, this is PartyParrots that picked Haven, map 1 here. Split will be our second map for 2G4L. And then Bind is the decider. And we're obviously seeing more and more Split. We said about on the first week, right, that we didn't see Split that much at all being a picked map. It was always left as a decider on a best of threes, and in best of ones it was being ignored. But people, they're getting more used to it. Oh, signed! You lucky devil, you. There's a tiny corner for him to work into. But Jesmond manages to land her own ult through. With the raise on deck, Flash is going to go up, but it's not actually going to hold him back for too long. Angel's able to deliver the headshot. Artist straight away into the revive. How much more can get done here? They're struggling to hold the A site. Jesmond's all alone, but manages to stop the spike being planted. Oh. It's a headshot as well. Phenomenal stuff from Jesmond. Doing all he can to make sure they can hold on to it. Angel does manage to get the spike. Oh no, he doesn't. He has to come off it.
Yeah, he was stunned off it just in time. Eventually he's going to go in for it, but needs heavy cover. Good shot by Xiao to open up the opportunity to get a. The difference was Cinda didn't have his res up, but they popped a lot, right? They've just won a round barely in a way because they had to get the res up, but it's cost them pretty much their entire ult economy. Now they've got to do it when ultimates aren't in play, and this is a completely different dynamic.
Yeah, they have to be ever so cautious as we talk about cautious. Jesmond certainly not being it this round. First kill going to be found, and we're seeing, right, mixed up positions coming out from our defending side. And I think that's what Valorant allows compared to other FPS games, that depending on the ultimates you have, depending on how you want to hold the site, you can mix things up on the fly. You don't have to just be stuck saying, oh, well, I'm just playing C. You can move around, you can be a bit more versatile.
Oh sneaky
no.
boy.
Oh, no. 1, 2. Woo! Headshots delivered. He's done more than enough work in there, and that is why you always check. If you're going slow mid, if you don't have mid control from the very beginning, you cannot just be walking out and thinking, yeah, no one's going to push, because something like that can happen. Replan, headshots, he delivered, looking so good. Our enemies are going to be revealed, which is going to help for now. Might help them quickly get into a site. Currently no one in the A site either, but there is the camera there. There is the Cypher that can quickly get over from B. But is this where they're going to be going? Because the spike is still over towards C. Dinks is looking to try and sell the fake. He gets rid of the camera at least. He's going to start to send them over. Artist not checking the corner. And this is what's going to happen. If you're not checking all the corners, you will get domed. And that's exactly what happened.
On the PartyParrots side, but that's all they needed. Just that one round brings them a lot closer to the ult as well. On Rappelin, which can be a game changer with Breach. But Jesmond again loses that opening duel on B. He was trying to play from the back of the site, boosted up, but it didn't quite work out for him. Angel's just too quick on those headshots.
And you got to remember, as a defender, if you want to take mid control, you at least have to have someone looking mid doors to keep the pressure away from everyone else who could be looking there. You're generally going to be outnumbered, especially if you have a team that likes to take that mid control. You need to be either doing it with an operator or being very confident with an ult out or something. You can't just keep pushing in and thinking something's going to change, because that's 2 rounds in a row now. Jesmond's gone down and given away the first kill to the opponent.
Look at Fake. So on the back of that lack of control they had on mid, they start to push down, giving up the C site to support double doors. As you're saying, it's an important part. That ultimate used out on A is a super Fake. I mean, they're running back and forth through the cages to trigger the sound cue, so they think that it's going to be an A hit. Yes, they take down Shao, but C's completely open. Now the spike is planted. Breach still around here lurking to cause a thorn in the side. The A player and the player towards spawn can't rotate till he's dealt with, or they'll reveal their back, and Cinda does just that. Doesn't look like he'll be punished just yet, but he will face a fight and wins it.
Well, this is looking really good. The retake can be on. Angel now needs to deliver, though. He's in a 1v2. He expects one player straight away onto Lexi. He's got a good idea where the second player is going to be coming from, and that's going to be from C Long. Is he going to challenge, though? I respect it. It's confident. And that's what he does, but he pays the price for it. Doesn't look to play for time. Thinks he can just get the jump on him. But Cindy's going to win that one, get the clutch in, get the defuse in, and that's going to bring a 5th round on the board for his team.
Alongside Sheriffs and a Ghost. The ultimate in play for Angel as well.
Can they make it work, though? Replam hiding away. Oh, he's seen the gun. Oh, again? How does it... Oh, he still lands the headshots. What a god. With the Vandal as well. He's getting the control on go. Not once, but twice. Replam's like, you guys just don't like checking corners, do you? Cool. I'll hide. I'll make this look easy. 3 kills the first time, 2 on the other. He's still alive at this one. He can do more damage. This is problematic if they're not going to check it. There you go. 3rd kill. Another headshot. Why not? Replam, he is wrecking.
That is disgusting. Off the day with a loss to Royals, who just blew us all away with their power on the server. I mean, they're a bunch of Baltic Counter-Strike players. We knew 2 of them coming in, Hype and Leakin, but it was just insane, the level of play they brought to it.
Yeah. It really is, right? We're just at the very beginning part of all this as well. So much to be had, so many different styles to be shown. Now they're in the B site for now. Shao is going to start off strong. Gets the opening kill. Is able to avoid the boom bot as well. The ult's going to be missed at the same time. This is huge. Shao pops out and still able to get another kill. The ult's going to be used. Angel's picking up 2 kills. No problem at all. Poker. He's a smart man.
He is.
And you also talk too much during poker, so he knows you're easy.
There were other influences on that, Banks. Let's be honest. But as we look towards the position they're currently in, Angel's not in as bad a spot as I was in that poker game, but they could be getting in a little bit of a rough one. The ult popped up to bring Replan back into play, a big player to have on the board, and that brings a man advantage. Never mind. The man advantage traded back by Art is it. You res, I'll res too. Let's see how it goes.
They're like, cool, you want a 5v5? We'll give you a 5v5. Resurrection's in. Oh, Dink, you need to be careful. Took a fair amount of damage. Shields have been dropped down as well. He doesn't want to push into it yet. And you know what? I have no problem with an entry fragger going forward, having a look. But just do it when there's a teammate with you, please. Like, so that even if you do go down, there's an opportunity for him to wide swing, take the kill, manage to save the day a little bit in there. Don't give them the opportunity. And, well, Alexi, his position's going to be known for now. He throws down the cage, hopeful that what he can get done. Position's going to be known. He tries to spray through it, but isn't able to tag him up just yet. He's waiting on the side, but that's not going to matter. They just jump out and take him down. Sign says he's going to hold on, but it's only a good for 2. And Shao, this man has just delivered right in the clutch moments that they need. PartyParrots can rely on this man.
I have to say, you see what I was talking about yesterday there, which is the Cypher cage is just not being nearly as useful as they once were. I mean, the whole point of that cage was that it slowed people. The secondary thing was it robbed vision, so it could be used to spam through after you spot them with a tripwire. Now it just seems almost useless. I mean, when you activate it, you already know they're pushing, so the sound cue it gives you that, you know, they've pushed through it is practically useless. And the fact that it doesn't slow you, look, they're just not intimidated. They W key through, jumped straight through it as well. You try to do that with the old cage, you're dead immediately. I feel like we're going to see like some sort of a repatch on that, or at least teams are now going to have to use it completely differently.
Now, one thing we got to mention as well, we haven't spoke about, there's a little bit of a scary sign for the PartyParrots here, is that Normally the attacking side is where we see more success on a map.
I wouldn't count them out, but they do need to win these final 2 rounds.
Ooh, and that's not the way to start it off either. Replan goes for the aggressive poke out of mid doors. Easily done with the operator, and he's quick with it. Kicked himself up the first kill, at least for now. I don't believe there'll be a revive either, because they had a revive very early on with it. Again, trying to hope they can push into this B site. It's where they found a lot of success. They can hear the boombot going on the hunt. Isn't going to reach him though. It sounds like he got stuck. And there we go. It just scutters quite quickly by. And I like that from Angel. He didn't decide to blow up. Let it roll through, because then his position's not going to be given away.
Yeah, he had no teammates bottom mid, so there's no need to start firing off, especially as he had snuck into the close left corner. Now, Flash came through, but no one's been spotted on the back of it, and he's going to start slowly but surely pulling back. Has a smoke to play with. I think that's going in towards C. This is just to sell a little bit of a fake, rob any info from them on long, so that they can rotate to A and hopefully find a weakened defense. But that is definitely not the case. And with slows, 2 slows, and a wall still remaining for Sin, this is intimidating, but they push straight through. They know they've been nerfed. They don't slow you nearly as much, and look how quickly they get up on him.
Yeah, Artist entering like a boss, and it won't even matter here as you're now in a 4v3. The pushing is going to be very difficult. Fake's looking to try and hopefully be able to work through the window in some way. Replan, we'll call him Replan at this point, as our producer pointed out for us, because he's delivering once again. Doesn't matter if it's close or long distance with that operator in hand. Jesman's fallen once again. Fake up in the window. Well, he's going to be finished off by Shao, and it's all on Replan. Can he wreck anymore? He's on 86 health. He's going to try and find his way through. He's holding on for it. He knows now's the money time to make it happen. And I guess we're not getting a kill at that point. It's just a saving grace here where he's going to hold him to the... Oh, no. The time, and Shao hunts him down. The flash was on.
You're sort of in the old mentality of, well, they're not going to peek me. They're not that ballsy, Replan. He took so much damage. And as he's got his ult up, he can't afford to overface. Rotating through to B, where he's going to get a heal up from the Sage early on. Sin to pop in the heals for him. But he doesn't have any armor to work with now, which is going to be the problem. But yeah, you saw that, right? The slow goes down. Now it only slows you 50% compared to 65. That doesn't seem like
Thank
a
God.
lot, really.
No, it's huge when you think about it.
Yeah, when you actually try it, when you run through it, it's tangible. I mean, you can almost peek corners with that now.
Yeah, it gives you that extra bit to get away from. Ooh, we see the ult being used. Doesn't seem to connect with anyone, but Artist certainly does. He delivers the first headshot onto Fake. Oh, this is a huge hold. Jesmond able to do a bit of damage, but only getting away with one. The kill certainly needed to do more there to stop them getting into the site. Sind. No revive like we spoke about earlier, which means they're going to have to try and push this in as a 3. The smokes are going to go down. They're holding spots. Enemy's position is going to be revealed. They now know all 3 are coming from the same direction, and Shao's able to line them up. Angel's gone down, but it is still now a 1v2. And Shao, well, he can just do it all on his own.
Upping on the attacking side here is much more difficult than on defense, more so than in CS, just because of how slow the movement is. It's not as easy to Ferrari peak corners or anything like that.
Oof. Well, Replan, he's continuing to do his job here. Starts off strong with the early pickoff. They're not going to directly push into C yet. They're not going to overcommit to it. They're just going to take the early advantage, fall back into it, Mitch, and say, okay, look, we can see what the rest of them are doing here.
Well, that's it,
I
right?
respect it.
Poke across the map, see what they're doing, get as much information as you can. At that point, you don't know if they've 3-man rotated to C, but as they don't push after, as they take their time, and the clock runs down, the Sage on C, spotting long, not seeing a thing, nobody's through double doors, they're happy to leave a 2-man stack on A, at least for a moment. But as the clock runs even further, the possibility of them coming up B causes a rotate. Now Cypher is left alone on A. As the push comes forward, he sees 2. He's calling for his teammates to come and help him. But the cages, they don't stop them. They don't slow them. And already on the site, the spike will be planted. And this is a disaster of a pistol round now coming through for the defense in a 2v5 retake. And all the damage that they had done has instantly been repaired.
Yeah, big turnaround. They start off with the opening pick. You're thinking that, okay, maybe they'll struggle to get onto the A site. Instead, they're keeping everyone up and running. And we're seeing this. I respect it straight away. They're going in for a save on this pistol round. It's not often that we see this, right? The upgraded pistols, the extra armor being a save, but they're thinking, okay, how can we utilize this for the next round? And we've not really seen anyone try this kind of approach.
Yeah, I think most teams have a ghost, right? So when you come into the next round, how useful is a ghost with no armor going to be? Not that much. So they go for it a lot of the time. But when you look at, if you've got a frenzy and armor up, and I believe the Sage also has time, the numbers should be switched now. So 7 to the attacking side and 6 to the defense. It's just going to be like that. Unfortunately, they broke it with the new update because instead of the teams physically swapping, the colors swap, but they forgot to swap the scores as well. So, or they forgot to stop.
A small detail, you know.
Yeah, just a little bit. I remember we were like 9-6 to a team. We're like, wait, didn't the attack win those 3 rounds? It was really confusing, but yeah. So 7-6 to the attackers of 2G4L.
And Shao trying to play off that frenzy he saved over from the previous round. This is a good position to try and fight it from, unless someone swings from mid doors. But if someone just walks up and they check the other corner first, someone causes a bit of distraction for him. He's got the Sage at the back of the site that maybe helps out. He could get away with a kill. But it's still, you're asking a lot here. Definitely on a round like this.
It's very much just a gamble to put those ghosts in, see if you can get some damage done. If they go A, probably just save your 2 bits of armor and see if the other players can get in and do some damage. They're pushing up to B though, so the ghost makes its way in. Artist able to grab 1 before falling, and that's pretty much where this story ends. The rest are not going to be fighting. It's getting massacred.
By the way, you know the holograms of him on the floor now? It reminds me of some sort of Power Ranger stuff. For Sind, him get up too far yet on terms of his ultimate points. Maybe they're not utilizing it for his advantage. Replan, very aggressive with the operator once again. Starting on a long for it. And we have to keep reminding everyone that it's actually 8-6 in favor of our attacking side now. There's not much we can do about this. It's just a bug in the game.
Unfortunately. I just got to deal with it. One thing that I will say, when you look towards the Sage orb, the Sage ult that you're mentioning, it's actually so much harder to get the orbs on this map. If your Sage is playing A, maybe they can push out, wall it, and grab it. But on C, where Cinda's currently playing, I'm sorry, not Cinda, but where the Sage is currently playing, it's very difficult to actually push up there and grab it because it's such a long point. So I feel like on the defense, on a map like Split, you can contest that much more actively, but not so much here.
Well, Angel did pick up the opening kill, rotates over towards the B site to see what he can do. Well, instead, he'll eat the Bulldog to the face. Jesman's able to easily deliver that one. On burst as well, of all things. Puts it into the even 4v4 for now. Slow and steady, though, from our attacking side. They're taking no risks here. They're looking to try and claim this first map in style early on. Oh, one spot's going to be found. Shao able to spray down 1. He seemed to get a bit confused about the position he saw there, right? He didn't even think about another player going through it at the same time. Replin's able to get the kill onto Dink, and well, now we're in a 2v2. This is certainly winnable. There's very low time on here. He's going to try and do as much as possible to force him off it, but Replan holding the corner, operator in hand. He gets the opening kill. Is he going to get the next as well? They're trying to spam through it. Oh, he turned around at the wrong time. He's got to be looking so carefully. Expects the first, looking for the second. Oh no, Replan. They do not have weapons to play with here. They're on pistols. Only 3 players of armor as well from what we saw. Replan got his teammate to jiggle, peek around that little bit of the corner. And, well, 7, you're going to jump out. And you're going to be slapped straight back down. Replan is just not missing operator shots. Boombot scouting forward. Nade over the top as well.
And look at how so
much. Yeah.
They haven't spotted Angel, though. They have no way to know that he's up this close. They're cautious of someone pushing double doors, but already for him to be here, surely not expected, but Replan, he was still being cautious of it, giving them absolutely no opportunity to get back into this. Shao, the last Phoenix left out of all 5 that we see on top, and he's managed to take down Replan, picking the operator and looking to save it. Even that's not going to be easy with Shao. Oh, okay.
Okay. Shao wants to get a few style points on here. It's still a 1v3. The plant is down. I don't expect him to even try clutch out the game. But it's an impressive shot to be made. I'm just surprised Angel got killed in that situation. Fair play to Replan for checking it. Very smart stuff.
that round could have fallen apart at that point as well. Replan falls, they go back to try and secure the operator, then Xiao pushes through the window. All of a sudden, that round is under heavy threat from those players. But instead, a 1v3. And although Xiao should be uncontestedly saving this operator, I don't expect anyone to try and challenge him, because it's basically just a guaranteed loss of life after what he hit on Jesmond. It's still an overall very positive round stream, but the one time they played Haven, they beat Valorant, who are also a solid team, 13-6. That's a pretty impressive scoreline. And at the same time, we know that PartyParrots played this map. They're not against it. I think they'll be upset to have had it come through in the veto, obviously, but realistically, especially they picked it right.
Yes, yeah, this was PartyParrots' pick.
But that first half was just devastating to them. Look at this sneaky play. Tucked in on the left side. That should be a guaranteed kill. Flash from 7 through, and Angel's got a double. Fantastic.
Beautiful stuff there from Angel. Even getting a bit of a team flash thrown his way. Able to get himself 2 kills. Traded out once he eventually went down. Fake trying to play off the edge of this. Oh, manages to avoid it. Pops it away with 1 bullet. But Dink, he's not going to allow that to happen. He was well aware of what's going on. Now it's all on Alexi. Oh no. He just can't get any more unlucky at that point.
Well, not something that he used. And yet Aftershock remains at 100. That's crazy to me. And we see so many kills with that ability. I feel like it's much more valuable. It does feel like playing battleships at times, you know, where you just pick a wall and go, are you there? Hey, we hit him. But it's so powerful to clear out an entire corner without having to peek it. You're either going to kill the dude or push him into the open where you can kill the dude. So for 100, that's, again, why Breach has to be picked. It's just so easy to use.
Yeah, there's still a huge debate around costs of all the abilities in there, how it can work out. Alexi using his Cypher ult to make sure he can see the positions of players. That's going to help Replam out massively. He expects it. Goes into pre-fire the spot. He doesn't have a stinger, which I can understand why he's being more cautious in this round. Oh, Xiao. He's going to allow you to walk into window room. He's going to allow you to have control, but he'll still walk away with the kill. The ult's coming in. It won't deny the spike. It was already going down. Fake's able to avoid it for now. Drops the smokes in the correct position as well. This retake is going to be very difficult, and they need to go sooner rather than later. Replan looking to play it sneaky at the same time as well.
That was a very late ult coming through from Angel as well. That's allowed them to plant the spike and basically burned it up for nothing. Replan eventually with the stinger able to upgrade, and as Dinks picks up 1, they need to tuck in. Alexi needs to buy some time for Replan to get in position, but he can't do anything about it. They know where both players are. They're ready for it. The stun doesn't help them to fall back, and only 1-for-1 trades. That's easily done, as the defuse is gonna be connected, right? Just about.
Yeah. Just on the nick of time. Dink was on top of it. This round, that's the vital one. And we're seeing a couple of times them go for the SMGs on players. We saw it on Replan the previous round, and now Jesmond has one.
So here's the thing, right? You've only got the 1 res in play as well for the attackers. So getting entry into a bomb site is going to be kind of difficult, but they actually just straight walk into B. The flash prompts the player back. No, it doesn't. Angel keeps going forward. I couldn't see, neither could he, but he just kept on holding W. It doesn't work out for him this time, although he did manage to certainly catch him by surprise. Cinda gets out of there without really being caught. The slow on the left side. The stop art is pushing through and following up. And down to 1 HP, that heal has to be popped. This is a really good start for the attackers.
Oh, but Xiao back on the operator. Alexi, he's going to be flashed out. He's not going to be killed yet. He's only got 1 health, though. That's not a position he wants to be in. He's got Ripland to back him up, though. He's just spraying away. Alexi must know how to handle this. Dink will finally get him down. It's a 2 versus 3, but they're running out of time. They need to start to learn how to get into the site. Dink's going to deal the damage for now. Fake round the side, takes down 1, looking to change this around. Xiao finishes him off. The defuse is already being done, and a night round.
They still managed to make it work. One thing we're seeing as well, Banks, you'll notice, is that the Cypher's no longer alone on A the majority of the time. There's usually a player there within the first 20 seconds or so to help them out. And it's just so much harder because you can't slow them anymore. Immediately, the camera's shut down. Oh, no, he actually takes it back. He used it to spot out and then pulled it back. Because it's only 10 seconds left on it. If it was destroyed, it'd be 45. But he didn't spot them, and that's the problem.
Yeah, he doesn't have the information, and then it could be a heavy hit. Yes, it's only pistols, but this can be devastating. It's all to come down to timing. They push on through. Dink looking to take the forward position, starts off with a strong kill, looking to do more. His teammates are already there to back him up, and this is a huge defense. It looked like it could have been scary. They didn't have the direct information, but the rotations were strong. And Alexi, well, he'll deliver a share of headshot, but he's only good for one. And now Sind all alone, and he's going to get absolutely nothing
Still
done.
able to grab himself a lot of kills. They were just that little bit too late pushing through that Cypher cage, even though it doesn't slow you anymore. Angel with the opening onto Replan secures middle for the team, and he's confident to solo hold B from this point. They've got control on double doors, which they're about to take with 2 players pushing up through. That's heavy commitment of forces. I mean, they need to be very sure there's no one outside of A, and as the Cypher cam gets destroyed and spots a player, they either need to push up through mid and double doors, or start to rotate one player through.
Well, Jesmond was spotted there as well, so some extra information to be had. They're certainly ready for this. If Artis is able to get the opening kill or even gets taken down, they're holding back. Alexi's found Artis though, so that's not going to work out too well from him. Instantly, nothing happens off the back of it. I expected the refrag to come in looking how they were set up, but instead he'll just fall back and sit into that C site.
Oh, that wall is actually quite good down in the bottom of mid. Allows the heal, or the res, sorry, to come through onto Replan. Now that he's back up, they've got that advantage to play around. And everybody took it down in mid. They're holding map control, but, I mean, C could have been pushed. The one thing they're taking solace in is the fact that so far there's been no aggression from PartyParrots down C long.
Dink.
Does it work?
Oh no! He didn't see the first one go across. Doesn't hold on for trigger discipline though. It wasn't checked. There's a difference. A lot of time, and he's now allowed him into the A site. Can they delay this? Oh, the spike carrier down. 8 seconds to go. Time's ticking away. They need to pick it up and get it planted. They're on the bomb spot now. Oh no, they've done it. They've secured it. The defending team, they pick up the 11th round. They take
of A. If that's what he did, he deserves that round. That is insane.
Shao on the spot, operator in hand, and well, Replan, you've been great. You've been awesome with that operator, but you will be bested this time around. Shao is on top of it. They used revive on the previous round as well. This is not looking good, Mitch. It's only 2 more needed for PartyParrots to take the opening map. Yes, it's their map pick, but they were so far behind. It was, what, 10-6?
Yeah, 10-6 at one point. And to turn it all the way around, I mean, you asked how was their defensive side. Well, Banks, I think that's about enough of an answer for you.
You know, it's certainly being shown.
Oh, there's the ult in play for Jasmine. He spotted 2 players, goes around the corner. The slow was in as well. Perfectly done, but the second managed to evade him.
Doesn't matter though, because Artis straight in with the revive. They're not slowing down. They're going to take this round. And even though the spike was planted, everyone fell in just a few seconds after it. Actually, that revive wasn't even needed. Obviously, it was a smart decision to use revive at that point.
Consecutive rounds. And that is a big ask for any team, especially against the PartyParrots. The aggression towards A and Shao. He's got what it takes. Has the ult in play now as well. And an ult alongside the operator. They know there's a player on long. He's going to be popping this surely in a second to go through and find some more info.
Shao is just showing, okay, Replan, you were good, but I'm going to show you what's better. I'm going to show you how this operator is supposed to be used. And they've both been so confident with it. Very aggressive. Very different from how we've seen a lot of players play into the operator. Normally used more of a defensive tool. Angel here could be forced himself into a corner that, okay, it's one that you should definitely check, but it's one that might be forgotten about, and it is by Replan. He goes straight down, goes in for the second kill, but Jesmond remains too strong. So it's still a 3 versus 3, an all-important round here. This is the round for survival. Positions are going to be revealed because the Cypher is still in play, and they're just waiting on where they want to hit. 1 player at C at the moment, and Shao, he's ready for it. It's not looking good. It's only the Cypher that remains. He's trying to push up into B. Alexi, it's all on you. This is the crucial round, and it's going to be oh so hard to deal with. They're not giving you anything to play off of here. He's just looking around, checking his positions. There's 2 players towards B. We're now just having a quick check towards A on Shao. Alexi looking to try and build a fake into it, but Shao, it's rightly so that he delivers the final kill there, Mitch, because he was a superstar. 26 and 10, besting Replan on 26 and 19. What a game we just saw. That's the opening map. We've just seen Haven go down. That was PartyParrots' pick, and that was how I expect good Valorant to be played.
Well, absolutely. I mean, we had a nice competitive game as well for map 1. That definitely paints a really nice picture. One thing I want to point out in that final round.
Okay, so someone's going to look for some style points. Now, I'm not against Jet, right? I'm a Jet player myself. People can criticize me and hate me for that. I'm Jet. I'm Sage. I'm loving that. But Jet is very much good for solo play. If I'm playing with a 5-stack, Jet's not exactly needed. And it is Shao. Okay, this makes sense, right? Look at what Shao was able to do on an individual level. Plays maybe more of a lurk position in this side of things. He's got Angel as in-game leader. I can see how this can work. The sense is there, but he now needs to prove it's going to work, because ability-wise, her smokes are too low in time duration that they stand up for. More beneficial for getting away from fights, playing the lurk role, that side of things. But being the first one in, also a possibility with it.
Oh, hello, Sin. That was a very aggressive peek to come through. It doesn't land him anything. It goes out for more, but okay, it's just a right-click jumping. I respect the play. I thought he was going to go back on top of the wall. I was like, Sin,
So
no,
did
you can't die, bro. This is not the play.
I was very, very confused of what was going to happen there. I'm glad it was just a burst and a hope. A burst and a hope and a dream, but it didn't actually work out. Still, though. Oh, that position. Oh, it's going to be huge.
Oh!
What is going on, Desmond? Mitch, what the fuck?
That was insane, dude. He spots them below. Quick burst for the shot. Pack in afterwards. He's blowing them up. I'm blowing up.
This is doing it, though.
He almost
this is game
cut
on.
him off. 10 seconds left. Got to get on and plant that bomb. A spike. He has managed to make it behind the site to get it done. And he'll get it down in time. But now a 2 versus 1 retake and a hell of a task in play. I'm still caught up on that.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the F-bomb. I didn't even... that was just like I was watching as a spectator and screaming as it happened, because... Oh my god, what was that? It was like the 1-bullet headshot into the grenade kill, into another headshot, and you still fall back and stay alive. Oh, Mitch, I don't think I've seen anything like it so far. That's great. Definitely sounds familiar.
It was one of the best. I want to see Omen play, though, man. Like, the buff to his smokes now, it's so damn strong, but no one likes him, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think you have to be a very certain type of player to enjoy the Omen. I like it for pug games. I don't have an idea of how it will work out competitively yet. For me, the teleport can be huge. The ultimate is very easy to predict, so you have to use it in maybe a kind of... What I would see in an Omen ult being huge success is you force the rotation to one site, you then ninja over towards the other site, and you get the plant down. You already have players there waiting. But as we talk about all of this, Cindy's missing a few shots. Well, we'll go down now as well after only getting 1. Huge amount of damage being done. Some weapons can be grabbed up, mainly SMGs with it all. Angel tries to push round, fakes their holding, Vandal in hand. And at least for now, time's going to be on their side. Fake is just able to hold on no matter how many are coming around him. Finally, the kill is had. Art's able to get the job done. This is actually a winnable situation here for the attacking side, but they're struggling to have an opportunity to get that spike, and they need to be careful that no one is able to push around them.
5 seconds till Artist goes up to 100 HP, and it doesn't look like he's going to be dropped before that. There's the heal being popped, and he's already back up, so this becomes much more difficult. With the ghosts in hand, the attackers can do a lot of damage. And PartyParrots look to get that bomb planted. Remember, with the box being changed to metal, there's no way to spam it anymore. We ran off for a weapon. That's cost a lot of time. 8 seconds. They've got to be very careful. He's going to plant close right. What is that madness? Fight. But it provides security. You're guaranteed to get the bomb planted, and hopefully your teammate can maneuver around and help you. Instead of, obviously, the attempt at a body block was nice. But up against the judge, it ain't going to do a whole lot. Oh, look at the dash across from Shao, trying to get up there and close the distance before they even realize it's possible. But they've spotted him at this point, and it's Replan's scope that he peeks into.
Replan back on it again. Operator in hand. And they'll start off with the opening kill, which will be the huge pick-off there. And that's a bit of that waiting game for now, right? Is anyone going to poke again? They want to be very cautious of where this operator might be playing from. Their own positions can swap around. They'll back away for now. Not had too much of a huge focus towards the mid presence early on here. Okay, Angel goes down as well. So it's just players going forward, getting domed. Sin doesn't even been able to do anything just yet. This is a tad awkward for now on our attacking side. far too slow, and they've not found any picks from it. Even when they were having a bit of a buddy system going on, they've just been completely halted in their tracks.
And Cinda still has his wall, right? I'm pretty sure. So with the spike secured, he can just wall that off and win the round pretty much. I think saving is the only choice at this point with 5 players alive and an unknown amount of utility. And that's disappointing, but you got to remember, as we were saying earlier, the changes that came through to Split are with the idea of balancing the map, and I don't know how it's going to play out long term, because I think they've done a great job. Isolate a player in the middle or completely keep them back. It's not a massive change. What it is, though, is pushing towards B, the fact that you don't have to take a 50-50 angle coming up through mid anymore. That's huge, and I'm surprised we haven't seen the attacking sides benefit a lot more from it, especially as we've seen teams try to use it. But I think it is just getting used to how this map plays out with those changes, and then over time we'll see attackers tend more towards 7 rounds as opposed to the 8-4 towards 5 rounds, sorry, to a 7-5 half for the defenders rather than the 8-4 that we've typically seen.
Sin plays very defensively here, allows them to get up in mid, gets more closer towards the B site, but I like what it enables that you to actually come back and defend the B site if a full rush comes in from one spot. But you see, the mid control's actually been had so easily from the attacking side. Oh, the ult does land a bit of damage, isn't able to pick up any kills in there, but there's still a huge advantage for our defending side.
They don't retake the control after the ult goes down, though. You'd imagine that's where Cinda pushes forward, pops the slow, maybe a wall at the bottom, and keeps them out completely, locking them out of pushing that side of mid. But instead, he remains tucked away, possibly because he hasn't been spotted in this position before in the last round, and maybe he can catch them off as they push forward into Jesmond, who was the thorn in their side on the previous mid to B split.
Oh, great timing there. Angel unable to react. The time is already so low here. Alexi, if he just gets one kill and denies all of this, and they're just going to back away. Yeah, they look at the time and they think the push is just not worth it. 4-0, and this is such a confident defensive side to start off with here. Fake's even able to grab
anybody.
And go for...
He catches the player off in upper B. As soon as he takes down that Brimstone, they're out. They concede and they go in for the save.
Yep.
Had he not have been there, or had he not have held his hand tight that whole time and swung out to look for some kills, they would be aware, okay, a Sage plays around here. We've pushed the Raze back to site, and there's a Sage. Well, look, maybe the Sage is close right. If that peek goes through on that little bit of extra information and Cinda falls, all of a sudden B is actually going to be pushed and contested with a split as well. And so just one guy playing it passive and not getting too greedy ends up winning them around in the end.
Well, already an opening kill for PartyParrots, which is a big push and a big sign for them. Jesmond was low and actually gets healed up here by the Sage, so that's going to help them out. Still puts it into a 4v5 at their disadvantage, but more viable to go into the fight with it. Now, this is a spot that always gets checked that Jesmond's currently saying. I'm not a big fan of it. There's also no way to retreat once you start the initial attack, so you have to get one at least. And well, there we go. We double up. We try and make it happen. We just get some more magic from Jesmond, of course. He's already done it right with the pistol and the grenades. Now he's doing it once again.
That was nasty, the timing on it. With that kill, with the information now, though, this could work out. Look at where Brimstone is, tucked up close. Angel's going to come out swinging and takes down Alexi. They know the other player was close, and they're ready for Cinda to come on through. Angel not even taking the peek. He's going to go around to spawn. Cinda tried to crouch under it, but couldn't quite get there. He realized he'd be caught. But does he check close left? It's a hard angle to think about, and no, Dinks with no hat on.
Up if one does go down early on. And Shao played the Phoenix in the first game, right?
He did indeed. Yeah, he was the one
okay,
getting
that makes sense.
Super aggressive on the operator on the defensive side. So yeah, he's the flex for the team, right? You've got players stuck into the roles, the Brimstone, Breach, Cypher, and Sage, the standard agents. I can see arguments to take Cypher out without the cages being as efficient, but so far teams are sticking to him. They're not experimenting too much with the likes of a Viper, with the current Viper bug. The wall boost, well, we'll see if we see that later on. But then Shao comes in, he's playing the off characters, whether it's going to be a Raze, a Phoenix, a Jet, something like that. And Jesmond, he was just spraying the wall, but as it fades away, Seven's head's revealed. And an easy spray transfer to it, almost definitely by accident. Take it if it's going.
This is the crazy thing that we've seen from PartyParrots, is that they're actually able to say, get down so many rounds, not kind of lose their heads of it. Now pick up a round and start to look to achieve more success. Just as I say it, though, Shao's not checking all the positions. He doesn't expect Fake to be so close up. Fake then repositions and he even gets another kill for it. They finally deal the damage onto him. They've still put it into a 2v1, but Alexi can do this. 100 health, 50 armor. He avoids the ultimate as well, but he has made some noise up in heaven. Will they know that he's trying to sneak round from behind? Spike's getting planted. They're in very forward positions as well. Alexi might not expect this. Probably presumes one will just be on the site already. He's not coming through spawn area, and he's now made noise as well. He went for the pre-fired spot. He's already been taken down. A lot of health off him. The armor's nearly completely gone. Only 2 left. He's going to sit on the defuse. Okay, I guess you're not going to fake it either. Oh, Angel comes down from the side.
It's not the most useful. Really, it's essentially like an extra primary weapon. That was an underwhelming ult usage there from Jasmine.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Maybe a misclick at that point almost. I was waiting to see if he had, like, I don't know, some sort of a boost spot that would... Oh, no.
Replan tries to hold on. He's charging it all up. Thinks he's got a good opportunity. Now the resurrection's going to come straight in. Oh, no, it's not. Sin being very careful. Not going to get spammed up. Grabs the operator to see what he can do. Going to hold the angle for now. Playing right on the edge of the smoke. This could benefit him hugely here. Oh no, the flash! The jet pushes forward. Shao showing us what the jet can do, but instantly goes down. Jesman's able to capitalize on the aggression coming out from the attacking side. But that did stop the revive coming in, Mitch. It keeps the numbers way in their favor, especially with Dink getting this kill onto Fake. Now the B site's held by Alexi. Well, it was held for 2 seconds because he instantly got twatted on the head. And now we're in a 4 versus 1.
This is now where Jasmine's got a big task. His ult might have been helpful here, but he doesn't have it to work with. And as he pushes forward, no money in the bank. Honestly, you can save at this point in a 1v4. I'd much rather it. He can't heal himself up, and he's basically dead already. A nade thrown through, a Hail Mary. But there's still a player coming through heaven, coming through spawn as well. He won't have time to defuse this. It's slow. Surely they're going to peek him. Okay. It was actually a wall bang, so that came close. Maybe more players just tend to like her here, but obviously recently you had the updraft decreased from 200 to 100, and that might have played a bit of a role in it. And certainly much easier to get the height, but just the fact that you can't pull out your gun immediately really means that updraft, it's not used that much. Defensively, it's quite decent to get into, you know, height positions. Like if you're on B, for example, you can just instantly get up on the back rafters. Maybe on mid, you can get on top of the boxes. Same on A into heaven, but for the most part, you're not going to use it as aggressively as you would if you had your ult online.
Oh, wow. Shao jumped through. Lex didn't even have time to react. They're going to try and pierce through the cage. He's doing it again with a shotgun in hand, but he will go down to Shao. Alexi getting 2 kills there is huge. That still gives them a chance. And realistically, he should have just been there and died, but the jet confused everyone at that point. The speed.
Yeah, absolutely. Through Ivy up our connector. He's a speed demon. And the man's now sat down on the site waiting for the spike to be delivered.
Oh, Dink. Timing. Replan never going to be ready for that. Never going to be ready for that.
I noticed now, actually, Banks, that this map... Oh, nice ult. 20 seconds. Hold on. It's not over just yet, but with 33 HP, I don't know about going forward. But it really makes you stand out then when you quickly glance at the map and say, where am I? Helps you find yourself.
Well, now the question is, can they take the lead here? If they were down 4-0 for PartyParrots, now we're at 4-4. They could be looking at grabbing a 5th round on the board. They're certainly showing us confidence, getting the opening pick once again. And look at this. They're dominating the A site. Spike going down. This is huge. Okay, they're only going up against pistols, but you just see a whole change in them. It's like they go, okay, we figured it out now. We know what we can get away with. Easy pickings for Angel as well. It's just so simple.
Oh, well, Cinder's gonna wish we didn't catch that one.
Yeah.
For the ace? Oh, no, that was 7. Same close. That would have been awkward.
Twinning.
Returning up to the events, going, oh, nice shirt. Hey, thanks, man. You got a nice shirt, too.
Oh, the ult being used again.
The stun!
Huge damage as well. The jet pushes through. How did you not get that kill?
What was that? What? It takes so long to take your weapon out. That hasn't been changed, like. I don't know how he managed that.
I said, right, about Jet and how it can be used. Xiao is doing exactly what I said at the beginning of this game. You can either be the lurker or you can be the entry fragger, and you go all guns blazing. And now, 2G4L are just getting wrecked. This is going to be 6 rounds in a row, potentially, unless we see something huge come out. And, well, no, Replin's just going to save, and, well, he's not even going to save. He just gets
all in gun rounds when your opponents are using their ults. What are you going to do? And talking of ults, there may not be a lot of weapons to play with here. But for 2G4L, excuse me, such a weird name. They're they have all their ultis online now, managing out a 1-for-1 trade. There'll be no res because the Sage is towards B, but they can get some damage done with the rest of them.
I love the commitment to this judge.
Oh no!
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. But Sid trying to make up for it. Xiao instantly able to get the refrag in. It still puts it into a 2v1, but that was a nice little bit of explosive. Like in 5 seconds, everything just happened in one go. It all looked terrible. Oh my!
All their abilities alongside their weaponry. There just seems to be no stopping them, and this has just been an exceptional display of how to attack on split. And a lot of it comes down to just winning those opening duels. Again, you're seeing them change it up this time with a lurk outside A and middle, and just waiting very cautiously with 3 players outside of B. Not committing towards any particular part of the map, trying to make sure that they're players like Cypher and Jet are the ones that are initially going out to try and get a little bit of control, the ones that are traditionally less useful when it comes to moving towards bomb sites on the attack. I mean, Jet is traditionally less useful in every aspect, and then Cypher on attack, you know, he's definitely more defensive orientated.
Well, it's definitely seemed like PartyParrots were a slow start on map 1. Now they've turned around and had a slow start at the beginning of the half, and they're saying, no, we're not allowing this to happen again. But we do see Jesmond get the opening pick here. Is there a revive up already?
I believe they've got a res. Oh, this could be dangerous. 7 just about makes it out. The whole team avoids it. And that's going to be dangerous now with a 3v4. The spike about to be planted as well. 2 players close, but Cypher's still on his way back over. Cinda making his way through rope room. No idea that he's being watched from his right side. The breach ready to take him down. There we go. Okay. Doesn't actually find it. A res comes through. Now this is very doable.
Yeah, this could be the game-changing moment. That revive needs to pay off. Xiao puts the smoke down, but it is so little in time. It's already disappeared. Oh, you're burning as well. You can't move out of the way. Xiao just burns to her death. It's now all on the Sage. 1v3. Fake starts off though, and, well, he's going to put an end to it straight away. He manages to get the refrag in there. A final round secured. They will make it 5, which makes this more viable, Mitch.
And I paid attention. I was like, okay, defenders won, attackers rounds went up. What's going on here? My experience in Battalion has taught me many things, and to never trust the UI is one of them. We had a lot of glitches back there as well. It's just the nature of an alpha or beta though as well. They're focused primarily on the game changes. I guarantee when it comes to UI, they've got 1/10 of the manpower, and in terms of testing it, it's not that big of a deal for them. Realistically, those are 2 huge openings.
Look at the wall as well. Going to stop the rush from being able to get in just yet. Angels found the kill onto Alexi. And you got to say, this is perfecto so far. But Fakey wants to turn this around. Still a 1-man advantage on our defending side, who are actually in the lead at the moment, 7-5. Like we keep saying, they're going to find their way into the B side. The Sage's position, Artist on point, needs to get one more. Headshot delivered to Fake.
Actually holding sites, it's got to be much more aggressive play, and that could open up opportunities as is.
But I'll say it as well, we saw Xiao have great game on the first game, right? So even if it's maybe not so good score-wise, now at the moment, they can step it up. We've seen them be able to deliver. Yeah. There's still the opportunity in there. More smokes being planted down on the ground. Because you can't really say these smokes are thrown down anymore, right? It's like, got all the magic behind it as Angel. He's going to back away for now. Oh, pistol in hand. He at least deals the damage onto 1. He wasn't looking to get the upgrade, but Artist is there, cleaning up from the back lines. No problem at all. Spikes on the floor as well, looking for more, and he cleans up.
What the top is telling you. It says it right there in the middle on the scoreboard. You can believe that.
No, we can hear it tapping away from mid. They're looking to get aggressive. A very different setup here where Artist is more further forward. Still holding on to the Spectre though. Not looking to spend too much, looking to hold the economy game on. Angel, who saved up all his credits for it, got destroyed as well.
As we said, you know, these rounds are ones that you can afford to lose when you're the defense. You know, you come in understanding, well, we're investing nothing. We don't expect to walk away with the win. But it's about dealing damage and very nearly finding the kill there. Artist onto 2 players who are just going to be healed up instantly and maintaining 5 alive. They really need to get more done than this. Now I'm drawing the line and saying, all right, 2 to 3 kills. Let's go find them.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they're looking for them on A. Now they realize they've been bamboozled.
Well, certainly a long time since they've been able to grab a round. They may have got the final one of the first half. They lost the opening to this one. It was looking like the struggle bus all day long for 2G4L, but things will be turning around off the back of this one, forcing the final 2 players to save. But the question is, can they save all this time? Will they be hunted down? When you've got 5 alive, it's certainly an option to go on the hunt and take the weapons out of their hands.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely go out there and try to seize some weapons, but I think with 5 alive, they'll be more happy to just save these through to the next round, keep their armor up, keep their weapons in play as well. Especially considering that they're behind by so much, like 9 to 6 down on the attack. You're definitely going to need some form of security there this round so far for 2G4L.
Yeah, this is going to be the testing round. See what they can make happen. Shao getting close range with the judge could get interesting, but it has been more of a focus towards B and mid thus far, not so much early on towards A. And for the PartyParrots, they may be in the lead, but that lead could quickly turn around if they don't find a solution to what 2G4L are throwing at them. Angel getting the smokes on deck. As actually they're both going to be playing from the B tower side of mid. And I like the change up. Don't give away your position. Don't be in a spot where you can be pre-fired or spammed through it. Wall goes up. They keep the defense there, but instantly it's just going to be taken out. And I'm all for using the wall, but I don't really understand the point of using that one because you knew they were in mid already. They weren't pushing on you. They were just holding back. You could hear them tapping away. You just throw down your one wall for the game this early on. Not a fan, Mitch. Not a fan.
This is the thing, right? And with no congestion, no presence to try and fight them back, they're just going to spam that wall, break it down, and now look to move forward on the back of it. This seemed like a little bit of a waste. The slows come in afterwards, though, only lasting 7 seconds apiece, but that's enough to make them think twice about going up through middle. Rotating back over towards this A bomb site where Shao's yet to get any impact with the shotgun of the judge in play. The stun through, not going to catch them all. Alexi, oh no, he's taken down! One step closer to victory, right? 10 rounds now. Over towards the defensive side on split. That's what you want. You're sitting pretty with the advantages to play with. And although they'll go... Oh, no, Artist. He goes through the smoke, but Fake had already snuck right on up behind him.
Not having the information, pushing through, costing your team an early kill. Angel's gone down as well. 7 looking to do what he did last time around, but he needs a hell of a lot of kills up in there while they've already started to swarm into the site. Headshot and spike carrier taken down by Shao, though. That's the one that can make this a little bit more viable for them to fight with. Jesmond's just on the side, but we don't know what has happened. Ooh, Jesmond did go down. Sind and Alexi, though, they're going to be on the cleanup duty. We've now put this into a 1v1, and Dink, well, he did look to go heaven. The spike's been planted. He's got the health advantage. He's got full armor as well, Mitch. This is certainly doable. Even with the healing done by the Sage, doesn't necessarily mean that she'll be able to stay up and alive. She's on top of her wall, though, as we can see now, thanks to the little icons we can see through the wall. But it's going to be enough to help her. She's done the damage. That's a huge one. Sin playing it beautiful. Okay, so Shao now playing a little bit differently. Artist looking for the push to come through. Angel's there, at least to get the refrag in. Wasn't quick enough to keep Artist alive. And you need this Sage to be alive early on. They can't keep dying here at middle and costing them a lot. The ult goes out, but it's not going to connect with anyone. Angel looking for it to be in a more of a towards the back lines of middle rather than forward where they were pushing up on him. Still a 3 versus 3, but they now have mid control. And no one knows where they're going. No information to play off of here, Mitch.
Nothing at all. Just gotta tuck down, hold your positions, and wait at this point. Anybody seeking out information is gonna be putting themselves at risk. See, the flash in towards upper B was even avoided. And so they don't get the information that, in fact, the attackers are moving back. 2G4L looking to move exclusively through B tunnels. Now, here's the issue, though. They haven't poked or prodded at this area, so more than likely you're still going to have traps around from the Cypher. That causes some problems as they push forward. You see the cage on the floor. There's probably a tripwire. They're slow walking, though. There, it's been spotted. Boom it goes. The cage up immediately afterwards. Good shot by Dinks. As they emerge from it, though, he has to just give up.
I love that. He expects the mid push coming in, but his teammates can nicely rotate over. You've still got a one-man advantage in this fight. Repland looking to see what he can get done here. He knows he's in a tricky spot. He's got no way of healing himself up. He's up on 47 health at the moment. He's still staying on this box. I like the commitment, but if someone goes up high, they'll see his head. He's trying to make his ultimate work there. One comes back towards him, though. That's not going to work out so well. Alexi still manages to find Ding. Xiao's there in the fight. Xiao actually goes down. 8 health in a dream, but he's not able to make that dream come true. And 7 saves the day, clutches out the round, and puts an 11th on the board for his team. 2 more away from
rifles in their hands. You got to be a little bit intimidated. We already saw that the changes to this map have made middle a little bit easier to take, but there's 3 players here that flash through, and they're just going to ruin them. In fact, it looks like they decided to take pistols this round, so you didn't expect much from them anyways, but Angel, well, he didn't care what's in their hands. He's just ruining them.
Yeah, that was a power play. A power play and a half.
No armor. I don't even think his abilities are going to be fully stacked up.
And this is not a good attacking side operator map. It's a very small position to fight from once you're in the sites. A's got the longest tunnel you can fight from in it. You can get a bit of success at mid, but look at what happens every time. The smokes and stuff going down. Angel's ult coming in play. Fate goes down. Replin's able to find a kill, so he's going to prove me wrong, but it's Xiao who's able to take down Alexi with it, which means Replin can still have the sniper battle that he wants to see in there.
See, the fight for sniper superiority. They thought maybe the wall came from the right side. That nade through, not finding anything. And Artis quickly punishes Jesmond, who tried to go up above. But Cinda on the trade and the res afterwards. A man advantage not in the hands of the defenders anymore. And they've lost their Sage, which is really important. The heals can't come through. Now they need to look for skirmish fights. But watch out. Look who's coming up behind. Angel completely catches them off guard. And just avoids continuing that fight.
Yeah, why not? You've got the numbers advantage once again. Despite them having the revive, you can just fall back into it. You also know that it's definitely not going to be for now. The B site hit. Maybe they can go up through mid. You can be aware of that. But it's going to keep them on their toes. It's going to keep them guessing. Oh, this is easy one for Xiao to hit. He gets his ult out as well. He's throwing those knives out. He's ducking away for now. And 7 comes in with the kill. 13 for 7 on the map pick of 2G4L. But it's PartyParrots who seal the deal and take the win here, Mitch, in a very solid, convincing style. They looked better map on map. They didn't just rely on Xiao to have a fantastic game. He even showed us he can use 2 different agents across this. We saw a Phoenix early on go inside the jet. We questioned aspects of the jet compared to other agents that can be used, but he used it correctly.